التريلر يا لعبة. هلا وياك. Play live.
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, and we have an amazing show for you today. We've got world premiere gameplay, exclusive first looks, including a brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear.
يا ولد انا قاعد اسجل الحلقة هاي وحدة. اثنين راح يحطون جوائز الاذكياء بس يحلوها.
Legendary Edition, Dirt 5 and more. So let's get to it.
الاذكياء بس راح يحلوها. لعبة ديرت 5 اول ما بدأوا اول تريلر افتتاحية.
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like
شركة EA,
Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
حلوة كلش حلوة. انتبهت الاي والتي، انا ما انتبهت. انتبهت للزائد بنهاية السيارة. احتمال التيك تو ابراهيم كود الها. لعبة ديرت خاية بروجكت كارز. هم يقولوا لك الدخله تسوي له ريديم بالاوريجن او بالاي بلاي اللي بالبلاي ستيشن، هناك تسوي له ريديم. تفتح التطبيق يقول لك عندك كود، تدخل الكود هناك، او تدخل على موقع اي بحسابك الرسمي اللي.
Joining us now from London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey Austin.
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
رئيس التنفيذي لشركة كود ماستر بيكي. لا المصمم الرئيسي senior game designer.
This is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
لعبة جريد جديدة، لعبة سباقات.
160 take 13 common.
Dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McCain, 5-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6 times. That's a new record.
دول أبطال سباقات.
I can build it to win. Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel, drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having the guts.
هي لعبة واقعية، لعبة سباقات واقعية.
It's their problem.
You keep pulling up there, that stops. But you're gonna get somebody hurt. Hopefully, it'll be you. Bring it on, baby. That's why we're here.
اللي ما لاعب جريد عمره خساره ملعبه.
Becky, this looks
2022.
incredible. On top of the gameplay and the cars and the environments, now we've got all these characters that seem to have different motivations. I'm already incredibly invested. It looks like you guys are really upping the ante on storytelling.
لا هذا بطل
First and
سباقات.
foremost, the grid series
بس
has always
الشخصيات
been
هاي
about
اللي
delivering
شفناها
gameplay
هي عبارة عن
excellence.
ابطال
And with Grid
تختارهم
Legends, you are
وتلفلهم.
still getting that same immersive
شلون
racing
الابطال
experience that
بلعبة
you know
ليجند
and love.
اوفر واتش.
But this time we are taking things up a notch and we are adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do
كل
love
واحد
the
عنده
story, and I
خصائص
feel like I've
خاصة
seen a
بي.
lot of those faces
سيارتي
somewhere.
الخاصة بي.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Shuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured the entire thing using extended reality or
ممثل
XR,
جعفر.
where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they use to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No. We are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're acting against something that's visually there. It's not the same as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us any hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We will put
فتشي عن
you straight
القصة.
into the
قالت لا لا
driver's seat
راح
right
أخرب
in the
عليك.
middle of the Grid World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac. And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium trucks, drift cars,
ممكن
open
تسوق أي
wheelers,
سيارة
muscle
تريدها.
cars, electric cars. We are giving you hyper cars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie.
كل
Have you
أنواع
seen
السيارة
that
ضافوا
car?
الهايبر
We are also
الكهربائية
giving you multi-class
البنزين
mixed racing,
الغاز
which means that you can take
سيارات
any of those
كبيرة
cars and
عملاقة
put them
سيارات
together on the
صغيرة
same track.
Well, I just saw a
سيارات
big rig take
الفورمولا.
out an open wheeler in the trailer, and I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving too much away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some
بيس
fancy
مود
new
والإليميشن مود
locations
باللعبة.
like the iconic
الانيميشن
city of Moscow.
الانيميشن
We've
حول
also got
التراك
the
اللي
beautiful
يوصل
city
أول
of London as well, so you can drive
الأخير
right past Buckingham
يطير من
Palace, or
الجيم.
you could travel to the stunning Strada Alpina and take one of our beautiful hypercars to its limits.
خريطة
All right, well, you
Yeah,
heard it
عدة
here
خرائط.
first. Storytelling and
خريطة
extended
بقصر، خريطة
reality, mixed
بسباق
class
عادي.
racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So, Becky, thank you so much for your time.
خلصنا
No,
لعبة
thank you,
جريد.
Austin.
Of course. All right, folks. So we're just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend.
لعبة ابيكس ليجند يا ولد. يمكن هي ابيكس ليجند. شخصية تصير
2 years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17
حبيبي
legends
ممنون
later,
على
it just keeps
10,000
getting
ستار
bigger.
ابو هاجر
We've got more
حبيبي.
modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
امرجنس خريطة جديدة اعتقد.
Change. I see it in everything.
تغيير على
I see it
الخريطة.
in a boy rocked by tragedy.
ابن
Transform his
هورايزن.
pain and defy reality.
لا ميراج هذا.
I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their
Bloodhound.
home. I see it in a girl.
لوبا.
Tortured by revenge, embrace hope when love awakens her heart.
شعره
I
جديدة
see
يوقف.
it in me. A boy
التريلر
born
خرافي.
under a bad omen.
سير
Turn his tail into a legend.
رامبارد ريفننت.
Change is relentless. but that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
Use. راح ابكي.
Take comfort. Nothing lasts forever. You must adapt. Surrender. And embrace your true nature.
ضيم عمي ضيم مو تريلر. هورايزن.
Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all.
سلاح جديد.
But this chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together. So the flame can burn its brightest.
كلش فشي. التريلر خرافي.
Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
Apex Legend Emergence. السيزون الجديد. اني ردة فعلي مثله صراحة. واو.
I'm standing here like
واو.
slack watching this because there's so much to
شعر ايدي
unpack
واقف.
from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers. Apex game director Chad.
جعفر قاعد العبها البارحة لعبتها وبثيتها
So happy to
جعفر.
have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout
game
out to the
director
amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers.
الفريق مال
that are
لعبة
working
Apex
hard,
Legend
creating Apex Legends for us.
المخرج مالته.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through
شخصية
walls.
جديدة
He's
يحكون عنها.
got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me
لا
about
بعد
his kit.
باتلفيلد ما
Yeah,
حكوا عنها
similar
حسن.
to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track
الشخصية
the
من
enemy's
تأيم
location.
تقدر
The
تشوف مكان
ultimate is
العدو
really
وين
powerful,
صار
especially in certain gameplay
وتقدر
situations. You can
تذب
send out
الالتيميت
hundreds of
مالتك.
microdrones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that can change the game. 'Cause this game
يذب
obviously is always
شو اسمه
changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new
نانو
legend, there's
حشرات
always an interesting shift in the
العثن
meta.
يعني
So
صغيرة
with
كلش
those incredible abilities,
تسوي
how
دائرة
do you
حول
think
المكان
Seer's going to change
تكشف
the game?
الأعداء
Again, I
وين.
mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now, if you're
من
walking
يتحرك
slowly, you can
العدو
avoid the detection.
رجليك
So I think you'll see some
تتحرك
interesting gameplay experiences
تبين.
and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it
يعني
sounds
إذا
like
تحرك
these
على
things
كيف
tonight
السير
especially, you're gonna have a
ما
lot
تنسمع
of
صوت
new ways
رجله
to play this
بينما
game.
إذا تحرك سريع العادي
Like,
تنسمع.
this past season, for instance, it feels like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan
يحكون على
reaction has
شغلة
been really
الأرينا
great. We're
المالتي
seeing a
بلاير
lot
مال
of
لعبة.
players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're
أرينا
really
مود
excited
كلش
to
حلو يعني
finally
أنا
have a way to
حبيته.
play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale, and yeah, people are loving
كلش
it. So we've
حبيته.
got new maps in the works, and some other things coming. I don't want to talk about just
لا
yet.
لا مو
but
بروكن
We've got a lot.
أبد
planned
ما
for
ينزلون
arenas.
شخصية
All right,
بروكن.
fair. Well,
Apex
I do know that you guys
Apex
announced
Legend
ranked
أبدا
arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct, and now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So it's a bit of a different ranked system than we
ضافوا
have
نظام
in the
الرانك
Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always
بالأرينا.
doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded.
يحكون على
It was
بطولات.
amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best,
راح
and an
يضيفون
all-new league format. So
بالسنة
we
الجديدة
have more information
البلاي
at
ستيشن والاكس بوكس يقدرون يلعبون
Well,
بالبطولات.
I'm beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask.
اي والله نركض ورا
When
اللي
can we see
بتشينا.
more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence
بعد
drops on August 3rd.
الاثنين راح
I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please, please.
الفينشر مال السير. اثنين راح عافية اوكتين خطية. كل تريلر يهينوا.
But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so awesome. But Chad,
Game
thank
Lay
you
on
so much for
Fininiza.
being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked
الجائزة اللي
and keep
تتابع على
watching the show
التويتش
to earn that
على
drop.
الاي بلاي
But that's not
يقدر
the only
يحصل.
thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two.
جوائز يا ولد تحضروا راح يحطوا الرابط.
Speaking of originals, let's head across the
راح
ocean for
أكتب
some
أنا
stop
بالتعليقات
motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
لعبة لوست راندوم.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you.
بيحاول يطبق الكوميديا ويا الشخصية.
It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
المخرج مال
Thank you
اللعبة
so
مو
much for
يوسف
joining
فارس.
us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Sonic team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with and stop-motion animation and dark fairy tales. And at Sonic, we're always trying to push narrative in video games, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Oh, love of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique
راح يطلعوا لنا جيم بلاي مال اللعبة شوية.
Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice
اللعبة
unleashes incredible
تتحكم
powers out of the
بالوقت
head
والقتال بنفس الوقت. يعني
sounds
تقريبا
awesome.
برنس اوف بيرشيا شوية.
Once upon a time, there were two devoted sisters named Even and Odd.
يحكي عن شخصيتين
Wholly
خوات.
separated by an evil queen.
الملكة هي اللي فرقتهم
The dice.
بحكم
Together with this little fella,
الزار.
Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
هنا لازم الجيم بلاي حلو. سلاش اند داش.
Strange and fascinating world of random, adventure and combat go hand in hand. And many peculiar characters await.
تقريبا نفس لعبة أليس في بلاد العجائب.
Do you mean this one? And some won't.
That's against the rules.
حوارات بيها.
A little girl with a dice.
عالم مفتوح يعني.
Those
هناك
coins
بيها
can
حوارات.
be traded for cards.
Cards. I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land.
Cards
البيعات
contain new
يشتروها.
attacks, abilities, and more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to
مخليها
attack
بالنص
deadly foes.
جعفر.
This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion.
النظام
Dicey.
القتال كلش حلو.
And once fully charged,
يعني الكاميرا
even
تلحق
can
الشخصية.
roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how
الوقت.
she uses it.
نظام الكارتات، نظام تيرن بيس، يعني لعبة متنوعة جدا.
Well done, even. Nice.
استخدم الكارتات فيها.
Was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules. Long may she reign.
Dicey,
My child, you'll cease now.
جيد.
Just from that alone, I already need to play this game. It looks so cool.
يقول لازم العب اللعبة وانا همين صراحة، يعني اللعبة كلش حلوة.
Cards are just one part of dice battle,
لا،
but
نزلت
I
راح
love the way
أبثها.
they look, so I brought a few
راح
examples
أبثها
to
مثل
show
ما
off.
بثيت لعبة باي ميوتن اللي من نفس
What are we looking
الشركة.
at here then?
So
أبثها.
as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities. Like
ال-
this one, for
الكارتات.
instance, explosive dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it
كارتات
doesn't blow
تفيدك
you up. Keep
انه
your distance.
تنوع اللعب
And
مالتك.
where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives even super strength to be able
ذيك
to swing
كانت
around.
الدايس
Offensive
الزار
maneuvers, I
ينفجر،
like it.
هاي
But it's not just about
تزيد
offense. Like we have also,
الدمج
for
مال
instance,
السيف
Uma's
مالتك.
blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect even.
هاي
And that's just a taste. Like there's a
تعطيك
lot of
طاقة
different powers at
تحميك
your disposal. Some
حواليك.
curse enemies, some heal even, or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Yeah, my
شوف
favorite
تصدر
question.
اللعبة.
Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order starting right after the show.
الشهر التاسع
And if you want a dicey
يوم
companion of
10
your own, it will
تنزل
be
هاي
available
اللعبة.
to EA Play members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olav, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's been my absolute
اللي
pleasure.
يشتري
Austin,
اللعبة
and welcome to
بري
Random.
اوردر يحصل التشارم مال
Well, there you have it.
الزار
Lost in
بلعبة
Random is
ايبكس
coming
ليجند.
soon, but there's another EA original that's already here. And it's bringing that throwback playground heat to the masses. That's right. I'm talking about Knockout City.
لعبة نوك اوت سيتي.
Oh, okay. Woo! Dropped earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bala from Velen Studios in New York.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our community for the massive response to
Bala.
Knockout City. With
Nice
millions of
تنفيذي.
new brawlers, hundreds of
Velen
thousands of
Studio.
crews, and nearly a billion KOs landed,
لعبة نوك
your
اوت سيتي
response has
حاليا.
really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this
اللعبة لعبة
unique thing we've
يعني
made
مغامرات
is an
وتحشيش مالتي
amazing
بلاير
feeling.
تنزلون
And I just
ثلاثة
want to
ضد
say
ثلاثة.
thank you.
احتمال ابثها.
At launch, we promised you new
منزلها
features and
ولعبها
updates
شوي
that
لعبت
keep the
ربع
game
ساعة
fresh
بس
and exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Velen Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2, Fight at the Movies.
Season 2.
In a world of chaos, where mayhem rules the streets, is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable?
Dude.
A world where one hero rises to
مشاركاتكم
meet
شباب.
instant
مشاركاتكم تعليقاتكم.
A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn.
الخريطة راح تتغير بالجزء السيزون 2 داخل اللعبة. شوفوا الخريطة
Where
تتغير.
warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy.
يعني نفس اللعبة ونفس النظام راح تقدر تلعب.
Battle it out in a child's bedroom? This season, bring your moves to the movies. Coming July 20. Oh man, that voice is murder on the pipes. The Hollywood Drive opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new ball. Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives July 27th. And remember, you can play for free up to street rank 25. So get in. You might come across
اللي يحب يجرب اللعبة حجمها 25 جيجا. نزلت مجانية اليوم لحد يوم 25 يعني 3 أيام عندكم. اللي يحب يجرب اللعبة شباب. منزلها أنا واللي يحب يجربها ويانا يلعبها ويانا. وين شفت الحرف بي إبراهيم؟ أنا ما جاي أشوف صراحة.
You've seen the trailers.
باتلفيلد يا ولد. هنا.
Battlefield is back, baby. You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back, baby. It's back.
سياراتكم علقولنا البث. علقولنا البث باتلفيلد.
Surfer tornado. This game is gonna be so good.
أي حرف أي. شوف الأي إبراهيم ITV أي.
Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
God, look at these
Hello,
maps.
yeah.
So cool.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
بلكي يطلعون رندي سوق مني يصيح. لا ما طلعوا رندي سوق. هذا هو رندي سوق.
This is awesome. Do it. Wait,
جيبه. لعبة شقاقية راح تصير. نريد جيم بلاي ولد.
On behalf of our entire team, we hope you're thrilled
General
with what you've
Manager.
seen so far from
Dice.
Battlefield 2042.
Oscar
But this is just the beginning. We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year.
يحكي عن المودات راح ننزل اللي هازارد زون والكوميونتي دريفن اكسبيرينس اللي راح يظهروها هسه مود.
Formerly Dice LA. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a
يحكون انه مود
يختاروا
يختاروا الكوميونتي. صار لهم 3 ايام ينطون تشويقات له. ريبل افكت. هلو يابا. هلو سكن. تقدر تلعب الخرائط اللي نزلت بباتلفيلد سابقا كلها يمكن، وتحط السكنات اللي مثل ما تشوفون مال باتلفيلد. هاي اجزاء باتلفيلد كلها باد كومباني، باتلفيلد 3، 4 5 باتلفيلد 1 هاي مال خريطة مال باتلفيلد 1. هلو تنوع باللعب تلعب جيبه. لا هنا المود يعني اختفى. طيارة من العالم الحديث والعالم القديم ار بي جي. هلو هاي شنو يا ولد؟ هاي شنو يا ولد؟ نوبة بس تشاتشين ميلي. لا يا ولد لا 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 لا. هذا المودي شقي سكاكين وصاعقات وبخريطة باتلفيلد 4 تصور. لا والاعصار يجيب جيبه. يور باتلفيلد يقول لك اللعبة لكم. القوانين انتم تسووها. جيبه. لا 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 سانيتيتر. ما ادريني شنو هاي. باتلفيلد بورتال هذا شو اسمه النظام الجيم مود الجديد. هلو 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 هلو. راح يطير ويوقع له طيارة مو شد شد شد.
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things
القت
happening in
ولد.
this trailer. We got
يعني
knives.
باتلفيلد بعد هالحركة راح تنجح نجاح مو طبيعي.
So many questions. So let's bring on an expert.
عندك أسئلة هواية.
General manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here.
Christian هم جنرال مانجر هذا.
Ridiculous. Like what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield portal. It's a new
هذا
community-driven
باتلفيلد بورتال مثل ما قلنا
بالمجتمع
المجتمع يسوي. النص حتى تسمعونه شوية زين. يعني من أول باتلفيلد صدرت لعبة باتلفيلد محتوياتها تقدر تدمجها لحد الباتلفيلد 2042. يعني اللعبة هنا تخبل. لا نزار احنا قلنا نشوف الجيم بلاي وش راح يصير بيها. احنا بعدنا ما نشتريها نشوف الجيم بلاي وبعدنا ما شايفين الجيم بلاي. احنا شفنا المودات. يعني كل الشغلات اللي فاتت بالالعاب باتلفيلد السابقه راح يدمجوها بلعبه واحده يسووها بمود واحد يسموه البورتال. خريطة كاسبيان بارتر أريكا هاربور الأمين باتلفيلد 1 لا باتلفيلد ديزرت كومبات.
And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it.
كل خرائط جديدة هم ممكن أن تلعبها شو اسمه
of customization options and even an advanced logic
لعبة
editor
باتلفيلد
for you to play
الجديدة.
around with. Tools that were previously
رولات
only available to us on the development team.
تخلي أحداث باللعبة تصير.
So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
هذا كان يعني جزء من هذا الشيء جزء خلينا نقول جزء يعني قليل جدا خلينا نقول 5% إلى 3%. باتلفيلد 1942 إنه أنت تصمم الخريطة وتصمم المود كامل.
Shoddy snipes, but not just regular shoddy snipes, like
ايه هم راح يخلوها حبيبي مجيد بس مو كل خرائط معينه طلعوها.
Very specific idea there, Austin, but yes, actually you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower?
Penguin with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't
داير يحكي انه يحكي يلعب كبطريق فليم ثرور.
Oh yes, the options are pretty deep, and we're committed to
يمكن اطفي الاشعارات حتى تاخذون راحتكم
as
تسمعونه.
the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see the sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
يدور كود مجاني للعبة.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage.
دقيقة الجيم بلاي ولد.
US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2.
هاي باتلفيلد 3.
On Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts.
لا هاي
Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down the enemy VIP
مو
and make it count.
2042 هذا الجيم بلاي.
All bring the power of 2042 to Caspian border and take on the forces of
Caspian
1942.
border.
This is quality versus quantity by Gabitron. A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs.
مسوين قصة هنا.
Before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector.
المود مال القصة. أنت المود تسوي.
Fine. Set up on orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted.
هذا كاستم تيم ديث ماتش إنه أنت تنزلون.
Sized EOD bots.
Robot Man.
Or size T91. Settle your Battlefield debates on who wins what.
Hello? Change the rules of war.
Come on, dude. Robot Man? What? This looks so much fun. But I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play
ممكن إنه تصمم اللعبة أنت المود وترفعه ناس غيرك يستخدمه.
Our community will build.
تقريبا
And we get our
لعب
hands
حديث.
on Portal at launch, right?
Yes, Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes
المود
for you to try
بورتال
right
بنفس
away.
اليوم اللي تنزل باللعبة موجود.
This is fantastic.
حرفية ولد سجله.
Let me make sure that I have
ITV
all of this
AC
straight.
لحد هسه.
So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've
It's
always
back.
been a fan, or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but
Okay.
I don't think
It's
we're
back.
done
إيش قلت
just
لكم؟
yet.
It's back.
We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code? I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So, if you want to win some
It's
awesome
back.
games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
ليش دا يطببنا جوا يا ولد؟ كملت الكلمة اسمها تباك. لا 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 يا ديد سبيس لا 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 يا ولد اني اقوم اللعبة الرعب الأولى رعب الفضاء الأولى عالميا. ديد سبيس ديد سبيس يا ولد ديد سبيس اتباك ديد سبيس رجعت. لا تقولوا لي ريميك لا تقولوا ريميك. بلاي لايف انتر تو بلاي